Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we'll be finally talking about Morphe and JACLYN Hill the Vault collection. So I'll be showing you swatches and also sharing my final review of all 4 palettes and also telling you which one was my favorite. As you can see, I have all 4 palettes and now let's talk about each of them. So first of all, let's start with the Bling Boss palette. So as you can see, this palette has gorgeous rose gold and also purple shades. I really like these shades and this palette. Some of my favorite shades are Bling Boss, Ballsy, Pilas, Berry Treasures and also Gem. I think they are absolutely stunning, and this is the palette that I actually used today when I was creating this look. And if you haven't watched my tutorial of creating this look with Bling Boss palette, I'll be putting a link in my description box down below, as well as other tutorials that I created with Morphe and JACLYN Hill the Vault collection. So the next palette is Ring the Alarm. So as you can see, this palette is full of yellow, orange and red shades, and I think if you like warm eyeshadow, you will fall in love with this one. So the shade that I actually fall in love with is Bomb Ass. Whenever I saw it, I wanted this palette immediately. And this is kind of how I pick up palettes. It's usually 1 or 2 shades that caught my attention right away, and then I look if there is more shades that I like, and then how many looks I kind of can create with the palette. And if I can do several looks, I will definitely be buying it. So this palette is absolutely stunning. Those shades like Lolly and Bomb Ass on camera are absolutely my favorite. So the next palette is Dark Magic. So I think this palette is perfect if you like to create smoky eyes, if you like those dark, deeper shades, and also green eyeshadows. I think this palette is perfect for fall and to winter, and of course for those winter holidays, especially with this gorgeous Trickery shade. So one of my most favorite shades are Power Cut, Busted, Potion, and of course Trickery. And this diversion is actually absolutely stunning. I like to use something like shade shoe and just this diversion all over my lid, and I think it is a perfect everyday eye look. And the last palette is Armed and Gorgeous. So as you can see, this one has more yellow, orange and also beautiful green eyeshadow. So there is a couple of shades that got my attention. First of all, this VIP, oh my god, it is so beautiful. I cannot wait to finish with all of the palettes and start using it as my inner corner highlight. It is breathtaking. And also this coin, it is one of my most favorite eyeshadow from all 4 palettes. And I also like this Top Secret. I think this definitely one is worth picking up, and I'm so glad that I have it in my collection. So now let's share my overall impressions of all of the eyeshadow. So when it comes to pigmentation, it is just breathtaking. I think this one is so pigmented. Some of the shades you saw on my swatches, they were like patchy, and I have to apply them several times until I really work them through. But also keep in mind, whenever I was doing those swatches, 3 of the 4 eyeshadow palettes, so all 3 except Dark Magic I touched for the first time. And I do believe that probably because they do have problems with them at the first time, they pack them so dense that you do need to work with that first layer to get all the eyeshadows out, and then it's way easier to work with. So when I was doing swatches with the Dark Magic palette, it was way easier to apply. And also when I was creating this look with the Bling Boss palette, it was way easier to use because I already touched them and I already did swatches earlier. So I want to mention that this eyeshadow do have a fallout, and if you're somebody who likes to do face first, I would apply either eyeshadow shield that you can just apply underneath your eye, or I would pack that setting powder underneath, and that will prevent all of those fallout and ruin your foundation and all of your base. When it comes to matte eyeshadows, they were harder to apply with, and also some of them were more like patchy and you really need to work with them, so apply, blend, apply, blend. And also when it comes to all the shimmery shades, they were just gliding like butter, and I noticed what I like to do, I like to apply them and pack them on my eyelids first with just dry brush, and then wet my brush and apply a final coat with a wet application. This way I was having the better color payoff and my eyeshadows was just shining. And as you can see in this look, all the shadows are so pigmented that there is no complaints about that. So I think this eyeshadow do need a lot of patience, and if you're somebody who wants to apply eyeshadow with a one swipe and just have great pigmentation, no fallout, you will be definitely disappointed with this palette. But for somebody like me who likes to take their time with eyeshadows, I think these palettes are amazing. You can really pack on and have amazing color payoff. You can also have a wash of color. So I really like this palette, and I definitely think they worth picking up. And also let me just share which were my favorites. So number 4 is Dark Magic. Even though I think the eyeshadow in this palette is beautiful, I don't think I will be using it that often, and that's why it's my number 4 palette. And out of all palettes, this one gave me the more harder time, so for me it was harder to work with. So maybe because eyeshadows are more darker, they need more time, more precision, and that's why I needed to spend more time doing my makeup look with this one. Number 3 is Ring the Alarm. So even though it has a lot of beautiful eyeshadow, especially this bomb ass and on camera, I usually don't wear a lot of reds and a lot of oranges, or maybe I will just change it in the future, who knows, with this palette. But because of that, it is my number 4 palette. And it is actually very hard for me to pick number 1. So I think these 2 palettes have equal place in my heart because I do both love them for their own reasons. So number 2 is Bling Boss, and I kind of put it a little bit slightly on second place because it has this purple shade and those berry shades. Again, those are bold and so bright, but I do like those rose gold so much. I think this palette is stunning. You can do everyday look, it's perfect for fall, and it's definitely one place in my heart. And number 1 is Armed and Gorgeous. So I think this palette is truly gorgeous. There is some shades that won it for me. So this VIP shade and also that shade Coin is so breathtaking that it took my breath away whenever I was doing swatches with them and working with my eye look. So I think it has again a lot of warm shades. I do like that it has green, it has browns and those oranges. I can apply this or that shade is so stunning. I can create so many looks with this, and don't forget this VIP shade is perfect for inner corner highlight, or you can even just pack it in your lid. I think this palette is breathtaking. It is definitely my number 1. I like it so much, and this one is worth picking up for sure. I really hope that you liked this video and you found it helpful, and now you know more about Morphe and JACLYN HILL The Vault collection. Let me know which palette that you got and also which one is your favorite. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!